Hi, my name is Carlos Schusbeck, and I'm going to be presenting a summary of the presentation that I will be giving at the Society for Music Perception and Cognition's conference, SMPC 2026, this July. I'll show this slide periodically to help you navigate my presentation. Let's listen to the song that first made me want to protect endangered musics and cultures. This is an excerpt from the Pasi Boot Boot, the polyphonic millet harvest prayer of Taiwan's indigenous Bunun people. And when I first heard it, I was struck by how much it resembles Gregorian chant. Notice the singers are in the same circular formation, they have the same sacred purpose, and they have the same slow, deliberate blend of voices. But as I kept listening carefully, that perceived similarity fell away. The Pasi Boot Boot's glissandi, its microtonal clusters, and its flexible rhythmic pacing, none of this resembles the modal stability or measured phrasing of Gregorian chant. This contrast led me to ask, if two musical forms can be so different and still be widely conceived of as music, then what actually makes music music? Some researchers have suggested that acoustic features, such as tonality, rhythm, and repetition, influence what we judge to be music. Notice how we classify tonal rhythmic sounds as music, as well as tonal arrhythmic sounds, and even atonal rhythmic sounds. All of these, despite their differences, fall comfortably within most listeners' concepts of music. Others have suggested that the social context within which a sound is produced influences whether people judge that sound to be music. For example, one's judgment of whether this sound constitutes music could be influenced by knowing if the sound was caused by a person or by the wind. For my part, I asked a third question. Do individuals share a conceptual boundary for music across culturally diverse sound samples? Our conceptual boundary of music is what enables us to judge that certain sounds are music, while other sounds like this and this are not music. That question became the central focus of the study I will present at SMPC 2026. For my study, I recruited listeners from Brazil, China, and the United States, 103 participants in all. Each heard 24 short sound excerpts drawn from these 11 categories, and for each excerpt, participants made two judgments. First, is this music? And second, how musical does it sound? 5 examples of sounds used in the study are a snippet of the Trinidadian song Sambo Caesar, a dog barking, a flag flapping, a woman walking in high heels,
के अलावा मिड डे मील जो है उसको भी
and a person speaking Hindi. Across all countries, traditional music, both vocal and instrumental, was overwhelmingly judged as music. All other categories were judged to be music at much lower rates. Critically, country had no significant effect on judgment, meaning that Brazilian listeners, Chinese listeners, and American listeners all made strikingly similar judgments. Participants' musicality ratings and binary judgments strongly aligned. Stimuli from the music category received much higher musicality ratings on average than those classified as not music. This difference was effectively the same for each country of residence as it was for all countries overall. These results suggest that people share strong intuitions about what counts as prototypical music. And this supports the hypothesis that musicality may be a species-wide cognitive capacity rather than a culturally constructed category. If musicality is a species-wide cognitive capacity, then every musical tradition would be a unique and valid realization of that shared human endowment. This brings us back to the Bunun. Many cultures, like the Bunun, are endangered because of colonization, displacement, or economic marginalization. Preserving their music is a form of justice and repair, but it's more than that. When a musical tradition disappears, we could be losing more than just a set of songs. We could be losing parts of the human cognitive landscape, unique social technologies for bonding, memory, and prayer. By preserving the musics of different cultures, we could be preserving more than cultural identity. Discovering what unites them in their diversity could illuminate a unique instance of what it means to be human. I hope that my SMPC study and my future research can both contribute to further musical understanding and preservation. Thank you for listening.